I have a question for all of you, but I have to preface this with a warning. If you're offended by the truth, what I'm about to say might not be for you. But how much does the Biden regime suck, huh? Beijing Biden himself doesn't know where he is half the time or who even works for him. Don't believe me? Just take a look for yourselves. Biden can't even remember the guy he appointed as Secretary of Defense. You know, the guy who heads the Pentagon.
I want to thank the former general. I keep calling him general, but the guy who runs that outfit over there. I want to make sure we thank the secretary for all he's done to try to implement what we've just talked about.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining me once again for Things That Need to Be Said, if you're lucky enough to be watching this on a platform that actually lets you do so. For MRC TV, I'm Nick Kangadis. Before I begin, please don't forget to subscribe to MRC TV's channel on Rumble. Who knows what the ever-changing algorithms of YouTube and Facebook will do to this and other videos. So follow us on a platform where we don't really have to worry about being censored. Now, on with the show. Those of us with functioning eyes, ears, and brains knew that this regime, it's not an administration, and Beijing Biden were going to provide a rough few years for this country. Heck, since he took power in January, there are many Biden voters who are already regretting their decision to vote for the Manchurian candidate. But when you can't even remember your own Secretary of Defense, who himself is a retired 4-star Army general, during a presentation in which he announced that he was promoting 2 female generals to head 4-star combatant commands while working off a teleprompter, mind you, you might be unfit for office.
And I want to thank the former general. I keep calling him general, but the guy who runs that outfit over there.
But, and I'm genuinely asking this here, is all this just to get to the place the left has wanted to be all along? Think about it. When the 2020 election cycle began, the media was dead set on wanting a woman to be the nominee while keeping Biden in their back pocket. They wanted Elizabeth Warren, but she's about as likable as a flat bottle of beer.
Thank you for being here.
Pleasure.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, enjoy your beer.
Then they pivoted to the current vice president, Kamala Harris, but they soon found out that she was completely unlikable, possibly even more than Hillary Clinton, and that's saying something.
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
Well,
I'm speaking.
it'd be important if you said the truth.
No one cares. That's why they had to appoint her instead of her being elected to office. Harris was nuked out of the race by Tulsi Gabbard.
Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
She didn't even make it to the Democratic presidential primary in her home state. Now you know why the Dems kept Gabbard out of the subsequent debates. She had to be punished for taking out their golden child. Biden has already given us and the people who are in charge of him enough to hide him whenever they can, as evidenced by his handlers not allowing questions during the least transparent presidency possibly in history. He's giving his first national address Thursday night, still not a press conference, to commemorate a full year of the U.S. being under the thumb of a certain country in a certain part of the world that has social media outlets playing defense for them, preventing you from hearing the truth about their evil. The Schmoronavirus. And that's what it is. Evil.
How evil?
Really evil, like so evil that you would say it was evil, like it's the fruits of the devil. Evil.
Listen, we could talk all day about the fact that the U.S. Capitol has been occupied militarily since before Beijing Biden even took office. We could talk all day about the current society we're living in simultaneously being run by a cult of people who think canceling cartoon characters is part of a progressive future. These people are regressive, and it shows by their level of actual intelligence seeming to decrease on a daily basis. We could talk all day about how the completely self-unaware left told us almost daily that Donald Trump was a dictator, while not saying a word about the current president, who seems to be exclusively governing by executive order. There used to be a word for that.
Dictator.
A dictator and
Tin pot dictators.
Dictator.
We could talk about all of that, but I won't, because I have better things to do as I wait for the current regime in power to answer any questions at any press conference.
Let's go, you guys. Come on, press. We're gonna move out. Let's go, press. You guys, let's go. Come on, press. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Crisis at the border, sir.
Let's go, you guys. Come on. Come on, let's go.
What do you guys think? Were these things that needed to be said? I know I probably left some things out, but there's so much to choose from after only a month that I couldn't possibly mention it all. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments, where I do read most and reply to some. And remember to subscribe to our channel on Rumble and follow us on Clapper. If you like this video, don't forget to share it, comment, and give it a thumbs up. Those are the best ways to let us know you want us to keep these videos coming. Subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so that YouTube might actually let you know when MRCTV comes out with a new video if they haven't censored it or taken it down yet. Like MRCTV's page and my page on Facebook. Both links will be in the description. And please check out more of our work at mrctv.org. For MRCTV, I'm Nick Kangadis.